Welcome back to my channel. Today, what we're looking at is another lesson on logarithm. So here's a question. It says, given that log 2 is equal to x, log 3 is equal to y, and log 7 is equal to z. Express the following in terms of x, y, and z. So the log of 12. So we want to represent the log of 12 in terms of x, y, and z. Now, what we're going to do though is find a way to rewrite 12 using these numbers. So if you think about it, 12 can be represented as the log of 4 times 3, right? So the log of 4 times 3 is basically the log of 12. But there is a log rule that suggests that if I have the log of A, B, and it's in the same base, right? Then this can be represented as the log of A plus the log of B in that same base. So we are going to embark on this idea, right? So what we're going to do here is to split this. So this can be represented as log of 4 plus log 3. All right. Now we already know that log 3 is y, but log 4 is not here. But we can represent log 4 as, so the log of 4 can be represented as log of 2 to the second power. Because as you see, 2 to the second power is 4, and this is plus the log of 3. Again, there's another log rule that suggests that if we have log of a raised to the n, then this exponent becomes the coefficient of the log. So this becomes n log a, right? So we're going to utilize this idea, which means that this 2 will become the coefficient. So what we do have is 2 log 2 plus log 3. And then now we are now able to substitute the log of 2 and substitute the log of 3 with these up here, okay? So what are we having there? We're actually having 2. Log 2 is the same thing as x, so it's going to be 2x plus log 3, but the log of 3 is y. So we are suggesting that this could be represented as 2x plus y. Right? So, yeah. So let us see what the other problem is actually about. All right. So in our second problem, right? We're looking at the same context, right? We have log 2, which is x, log 3, which is y, log 7, which is z, and we're looking at the log of 14 over 3. Okay. Now in logarithm, if we have the log of, say, a over b, the fact that they're in the same base, this division can be represented as subtraction. So it's going to be the log of A subtract the log of B. They're in the same base. So we're going to utilize that to help us. So in this case, we're going to actually have the log of 14 minus log 3. Okay. And then now the log of 14 can be represented because we don't have 14 in what we got up there. So the log 14 can be seen as log 2 times 7 minus log 3. Now, with this said, we are able to split this. This is log 2 plus log 7 minus log 3. And then now we are able to do our quick substitution. The log of 2 is actually x plus the log of 7, that is z, minus the log of 3 is y. So basically, the log of 14 over 3 can be represented as x plus z minus y. If you want to represent your z like that, all right? All right, let's go to the third and final question. Let's see what this one is. All right, so in this case, we're looking at the log of 200, okay? So what we're gonna do is to split up. How could we represent this 200? So the log of 200 can be represented as log 2 times 100, right? So this is gonna be log 2 plus log 100. So our log 2 is okay, but we don't have a log for 100 up here. So what we're going to do is to work on this. Log of 100 can be represented as 2. Log of 100 can be represented as log of 10 squared. Now, with this said, okay, we could continue because this is the log of 2 plus applying that exponent, turn it into a coefficient. So this becomes 2 log 10. And definitely I'm able to manipulate this because there is no base, which means I could put a base of 10 here so that I'm working with 10 in log 10. In other words, what power could I raise this base to give me 10? And it's going to be 1. So what this means then, right? What this really means is that log 2 plus 2 times 1, because this part will give us 1. Okay, so finally, we do know that the log of 2 is x. So this is actually x plus 2 times 1 is 2. So it means then that the log of 200 can be represented as x plus 2. And there you go. Thank you for watching my channel, and see you next time where we will be looking on some more tips. Bye-bye.